Hello and welcome everybody out there in D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, before we jump into the action, if you enjoy this content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I know, don't I have great eyebrows? Look at all these movements, huh? Yeah, look at that. But yes, if you're interested in participating in any of this glorious action, you should check out our Patreon. It's down in the description below. And in addition to that, if you don't like any of this content, as I am obligated to do, well, then fuck you. And you should comment down below about exactly how that makes you feel. But, anyways, let's get into the action. There's no music playing, y'all. What happened? There we go. There's our music. Alrighty, Gray. Tell us what the fuck happened last session.
Alrighty, so we are, we end up waking up in the inn, and we have breakfast with a bar creep who tried to kind of pawn us off on us for free adventuring training. We then retrieve the horses from Red's house, meeting his halfling wife, who nearly shoots Forrest. But we managed to make it out there safe by basically telling Forrest to shut up. And then we start our path further north. So as we do, we are lucky to spot a banded agony viper, which is known for killing a horse or a person in a single bite. And we managed to speak to it and convince it to leave. But as it goes, it promises to come back. We decide that we're going to keep an eye out for it, but it's not enough. As Gray makes a fire, she notices something, and then all of a sudden she's just screaming in pain and is completely incapacitated. It then worms its little way over and bites Flea and knocks him out immediately. However, between Galen and Cade, they stab it to death. And so we're like, okay, we've killed that threat. But as Gray comes out of her incapacitation, something kind of strange happens. She starts glowing, and there's like words on her that glow. And she then has to explain why this is actually a thing. Ends up that she's half infernal and half celestial. And they do accept her into that. She kind of explains a little bit of her past, how she was an outcast because of that. So being accepted for who she is, kind of a warm, fuzzy moment. So then we get our rest for the evening, and we wake up to find a furfur at the edge of the water who throws a fish in greeting to our group. His name is Fiat, and he is very friendly. We make a trade in Trollmoss in order to meet this Tala, who we understand is very mystical. When we do meet her, after learning to breathe underwater, having that cast on us, and finding the Furfur's home, we meet her, and she's a mermaid. And Gray takes up the offer to have kind of her future ed, which earns her a little bit of importance. So, Cade, while chatting with the rest of the Furfurs, learns that upstream a boat landed and then was burnt after all the passengers departed, which was kind of suspicious. And there was nothing on there to loot, even, because the Furfurs tried. So, eventually we do make our way back to shore, where Forrest is waiting, and after that we continue on our way north.
Alrighty, well. You did write down that for the next, what was it, day or 7 days, you have that one roll.
It's a day.
Yeah, for the next 24 hours. You can replace a single roll that you witness with a 16, as per the deal that you made with her.
Yeah.
But anyways, you all begin traveling once again. Moving around the edge of the forest, and many of you keeping your eyes on the surrounding area just to, be sure nothing's going to come out here and, well, potentially kill your horses. Survival check, Galen, please.
Survival. And I've got Stab Muffin stand guard.
Very well.
See survival.
18. As you are leading the horses and the carriage, cart around the bend of this area, you start noticing some louder noises coming from within the forest itself, and because of that, it's probably a safer bet for you to avoid them and move along closer towards the shoreline itself. Just in case anything were to come out, it's just basic tactics. Scary thing on the right-hand side of the street, walk on the left. Pretty easy.
Okay.
So, you all continue traveling like that, and the noises coming from the forest get a bit more grotesque sounding. Your imaginations wander as to what type of predator might be stuck within that area. And it's kind of a unfortunate thing that your mind seemed to just continually wander over towards. What? Over the next 8 hours of travel, you managed to avoid whatever large predator was inside of that forest just by listening and staying a bit further away. Though it did tack on a little bit of extra time for your travel, at least there was no headache involved, right?
Yeah.
So, you all have now breached outside of the limits of the forest itself and are moving away from where you see the waters are behind you. About where the crow is about where you all are. As you are moving across this landscape, you see that it is a vast open valley. There's tall grasses that seem to be high enough to lick the edges of your calves as you are traveling, and the entire terrain looks completely untraversed, as if nobody has taken this path in quite some time. You're all nowhere near home anymore. You are off the beaten path.
It's kind of like we're the initial explorers here, kind of.
Maybe not.
Well, I
But-
mean, for not the local people, like, when people first came over and said that they were the first ones to find this, but we're actually not.
I mean, there's cities up north.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Like, migrant cities up north.
Look, I'm just saying it's been a long time since someone's been here. I was trying to make a comment about history. I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah, I mean, sure, long time since someone's been through here. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Does that mean we
God.
took the right path?
The path less traveled.
Galen's just ignoring them.
That's perfectly fair. As you all are traveling, it's a wide open landscape where the only thing limiting you in your field of view is physical strain. You could probably see easily a mile in all directions from on top of your cart. It is a glorious, beautiful, wide open space, and the sky is blue. There's not even a cloud in sight. It's wonderful.
How are we going to find this hole in the ground?
Red
Falls into hole.
I know where it
Ah!
is.
You know exactly where it is?
Close enough.
Oh, okay. I mean, it is a large hole. It took out the entire city.
Yeah, I know. I shouldn't know what the city is.
Luckily, the maps should be with us, so
Yeah.
if you need it.
We were only a few hours out, I thought.
Yeah, when we woke up, someone said we were like 4 or 5 hours out. I thought
Correct.
initially.
Were we off course?
Interesting. Can I cast Detect Magic?
Sure thing.
I'm gonna ritually cast Detect Magic in the cart while it's moving, because it seems like this might be like an area thing to me.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Out of curiosity, can you roll me a wisdom save?
Oh, no. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
18.
You begin ritually casting your spell, and you almost feel a presence that coaxes you, don't be curious. And that offends the very being you are down to your fucking core.
Don't tell me what to do.
And when you cast the spell, you are surrounded by illusionary magic.
Boy. Hey, just in case anyone was curious, I think we're just sitting in a giant thing of magic. Like magic that's just making things look completely different than what it is. Illusion based, if you would.
I will also ritually cast Detect Magic.
Cool. Out of curiosity, will you roll a wisdom save?
I wouldn't.
And you see through
Cleric.
it.
Yep.
Again,
1 second,
Neil-
Galen. 1 second. Gray, you feel that same presence of like, why would you ever be curious? He has to be crazy. And, well, nobody tells you what the fuck to do.
Right.
Bing! That's how I justify proficiency in wisdom saves, by the way. Nobody tells you what the fuck to do.
Right.
And you
I don't even
detect
tell
illusion
myself
magic
what the
all
fuck
around.
to do. I'm impulsive.
Yeah.
Forrest, can you dispel this?
I don't. No. Don't have that.
I can.
More like instantaneous stuff. I'm working on, having
the
more
card?
efficient things
I-
for.
I could in the morning. I just have to prepare it.
Is it okay for us to stop the card at all?
Sure, yeah, you can stop
Yeah.
the card, kid.
yeah, I was going to say Galen will stop the carts and
Hop off?
hop down and examine the area, pull up some grass,
Okay,
see
so
if
the
he
same.
knows anything.
Smell the
Yeah.
dirt.
Yeah, all that.
You two both give me nature checks, both of you.
Sniff checks.
Let's see. Nature. Oh, I'm so bad at nature.
Both of you, this be nature.
My
That is
fighting.
grass, that is dirt. That is sky. Hedgehog cute.
Oh, classic by Dr. Seuss.
What are you,
Okay.
what are you two
However,
trying to look at?
Cade would be the first one to notice there is no sign of wildlife out here at all. Like birds in the sky, rodents in the field. Nothing.
I imagine during the day, Stud Muffin is like sat on the back of the cart to make up for staying on alert at night. Stud Muffin, come up here.
Oh boy. Hi.
Hi. Do you sense anything interesting in the area? I don't see any wildlife to begin with.
Have it roll a perception check.
Perception.
So that's going on. I'm gonna call to flee.
Character sheet.
Hello?
You hear him from
Why are
underneath
you
the cart.
Jesus.
Well, I guess no one's doing well at perception today.
Yeah, that's
Um,
fair. That's fine. Yeah.
Can I vibe check?
Well, 1 second. Flea was being contacted.
Uh,
Go ahead. Call waiting or
Is
I'll answer.
Okay.
Something's odd here. I wonder if we could use your expertise.
What would you like me to eat?
Well, not that. If you could find an animal, that'd be preferable for you to eat. I can't find it.
Okay.
He's
Leave.
mainly on a pescatarian diet. We're not in a good region for him.
Yeah. What exactly are you looking for me to do?
I can't find any wildlife, and I find that odd.
Ah, you should be looking at Forrest and asking him.
Okay. I will direct my course then.
All right. You walk over to the forest.
Forrest, as your brother directs me towards you. In the local area, I can't find any wildlife. It's strange. I wonder if you could assist.
Probably because we're in a giant illusion and we can't see anything. But I'd be happy to look.
Well, see, I can't hear either. It's an illusion doing both sound and visuals.
Okay.
Yes.
Depending
Forest.
on
Roll me a perception check.
What? Yes, the
I
perfect
was expecting
person.
nature, darn it.
Wow,
Well, there's no need for a nature check. He knows you're in an illusion. Like,
Yeah, I wouldn't do a nature check because I know it's just
That's
all
true.
fucking fake in here.
Yeah.
while they're doing that, I'm gonna sit down and do the ritual cast of detect magic myself.
All right. Yeah.
I
Yes, I'm gonna take my hands and be like, okay, this will make it easier.
My hope is this underneath this illusion, we're still near woods and stuff like that, which I don't know.
It's okay. Yep, I totally see so much grass everywhere.
Horses. Your horses are still here.
Some horses.
Mm-hmm.
My thumbs are kind of in the way, but it's fine.
You also see the wagging tail of Stud Muffin.
You've been fake sleeping this entire ride. You don't need to sleep.
Yeah, I like it though.
can I do my vibe check?
Sure. Give me a vibe check.
That's what, insight?
Insight, perception, and wait.
And charisma?
Insight, investigation, and then charisma.
Hey, Flea, can you pull up the grass for me real quick?
Sure.
I just want to see if it comes back.
You're holding grass in your hand. Forest, you watch. You watch. Yeah, it's not growing back.
And the grass in his hand. Does it feel like regular
It's-
grass, Flea?
Yeah, it feels like long stem wild
Okay. I don't know.
plains grass.
You don't know what type of grass it is. It's fine. You are the. I'm gonna get you a book on plants,
Well, that would be fantastic.
or I'll just give you one of mine.
Yeah.
That I haven't sold.
All right. So, Forrest, as you look away at something else, Flea, you end up dropping the grass and you look down and the grass replaced itself when you weren't looking.
Well, they seem to copulate very fast and reproduce.
That would be.
Yeah. Long plains grass does it quickly.
So, vibe of 19 Gray. There's something off around here. Significantly off.
It's
This
just
is not-
Satan.
This is not a natural thing to occur at all. It almost feels evil.
Evil.
Yeah.
Now the question is, if this is an illusion, everyone, have we just been walking like in almost like a circle this whole time, and it just makes it look like the same exact place?
Do I have any idea how long we've been stuck in this?
Roll me a history check, all of you.
But on that note, I'm going to put on my gear.
You don't have your gear on?
What? You don't ride in this stuff.
You wear leathers.
Right.
Comfortable.
So you've just been in your fancy clothes this whole time?
Hey, at least it's
I'm
not wearing it, just
scale
wearing a
mail.
thong.
And I've been wearing that shit.
Trust me,
Anywho,
it's a lot worse.
Later, that's on you.
Forest and Cade. You haven't seen the forest in 3 hours. And you don't remember exactly where you lost it. And you did lose it because you were beside it, moved further away, and swooped around. It was within your peripheral. You can't pinpoint exactly how long, but you have been away from it for at least 3 hours that you can think of. Gray, on the other hand, you're not sure how you didn't pick up on it, but very suddenly the forest just disappeared from your sight, as if it was replaced with an illusion. So you've been in this illusion for at least 3 hours.
Well...
So, the illusion, is it consistent? As in, oh, there's a hill that's been over on our right-hand side for the entire time?
It's a wide open plains of grass with open blue skies, not a single cloud in sight. There's no discernible features that you've come across within 3 hours.
Have we left a trail in the grass, like bent over from the cart and stuff?
You look behind you? No. The grass looks completely undisturbed, except where the cart is.
Fuck.
However, Gray, you see a squirrel in the back of the cart.
I'm gonna like tap on the cart to get Flea to come up here.
Flea, there's a squirrel here that you need to talk to.
None of you see Flea.
Flea, are you the squirrel? Damn it. I thought that we had a lead here. I thought we were going to get directions from the squirrel.
I just kind of nuzzle up.
Directions from the school.
Squeaky squeaky squeaking. That's what I was hoping for.
And then I'll curl
That
up
was a
and
good
take
one.
a
That
nap.
was.
That was good. That was good. I'm grabbing him by the scruff.
All right, well...
Watch my back this time, and I'm snapping my fingers and taking the sight and control of Moonin and having him fly up as high as he can go.
Who?
So I'm currently blind and deaf,
And I'll be watching.
But you have
out.
a squirrel watching your back.
I do.
Watching out for you.
So you all watch as your crow, raven, crow,
Yeah. Crow.
mimicry,
Raven,
crow,
Whatever. Yeah.
flies up into the air.
Smacks into an invisible wall.
Well, first I need you to roll me a wisdom save for it.
For is it mine or is it its?
It. Because it's in control, you just see and hear through it, and you can tell it what to do.
A 9.
Yep, that sounds
Splat.
about right.
That's a decent wisdom, just no save.
Forest. Because of you knowing what you know down below, you watch as it begins flying in circles. Probably 100 feet above your head. And you can tell it's flying in circles, because you can see it is flying in circles. As it-
Moonin, stop up.
It continues to fly in circles.
Jesus Christ. I just snap and just snap him out from up there and come back
Yep.
to me. So he's in
I
his
try
pocket.
something.
Please.
I want all y'all to watch the arrow. I pulled the crossbow, just a general direction. Fire crossbow.
Roll
Where's
me a
the arrow?
D100.
It explodes.
Oh. That's
Everyone roll me a perception check.
Boy.
Okay. Everyone other than Cade, he pulls out the arrow and you all watch it sails and then sticks into something that isn't there, and then you see a humanoid body appear and drop to the ground. Cade, you didn't see anything.
The fuck just happened?
Dude, fuck, do I have... Okay, what do I got? What do I got?
Get over there and don't let it die. Go!
I'm going. Fuck, I don't have Speak with the Dead prepared.
Bring it back to life.
Wait, aren't you a death cleric?
I am.
Isn't that auto-prepared each day?
No. Revivify.
Grave cleric.
Grave cleric, that's right. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
One or the
far-
other. Okay. Yeah.
I'm
how
gonna go
far-
over there and when I'm within range, I will spare the dying.
Okay. One saving throw, people. Someone roll me a d20. You need 10 or higher.
I got it, Smash.
Oh my god.
How far away is that? How
Good.
Yeah,
far away
Galen?
is he?
Probably a good 80 feet away.
Oh.
However, Gray, dash, spare the dying. Think. Okay. Whew. You look down and you see an elven woman. Early in her years, only probably in the mid 100s, 140, 150-ish range, and the arrow was shot through her fucking clavicle into her chest. And you just rip it out and heal, and okay. She's stable. She looks very filthy, very dirty, as if she has not bathed in quite some time. And the smell matches that as well.
Okay, well she's... Can someone... clean her?
Yeah. I got it.
And
Digitation.
once that's completed, I will do a first level Cure Wounds.
All right. So all of you are walking over there?
I'm riding on Forrest's shoulder. I'm on the
I can
shoulder.
be 10 feet away.
Cade is still staying by the horse and stuff like that because he doesn't know what's going on. He just
And as I'm doing the Cure Wounds, I am hanging on to her.
Mm-hmm.
When let's see.
This seems like a bad idea what we're doing.
I'll run over, and when I get within 60 feet, I'll cast Magnify Gravity on the area.
What?
Magnify
I'm
gravity?
in it!
Oh.
Wait, you don't get chronology. You haven't
Okay.
justified why you would have any Dunamancy spells. You don't get those things.
Do
Okay.
paladins have Dunamancy?
They can.
Okay. Obviously.
Wait,
it'll
what?
go-
Dunamancy can be any class that can learn it, but you need to get proper permission from the GM before you take it, which I do not give to his character because there's no reason he would have it.
Okay, I just picked from the spells. I assume
That's
the
fair,
other
but
day.
I'm just letting you know. Dunamancy specifically says, ask your GM for permission within the description. That's why that one is a little different. But anyways, so you split the party.
Well, Flea's with me. Yeah.
yeah, Cade's staying by the cart because he's just confused. He just seen Miss Gray run off, then
Yeah, so I
Forrest.
guess- yeah, I was with Gray, so I guess technically it's me, Gray, and Flea.
Galen, what's going on?
Just the three of us.
So the three of you run over there and the two of you stay over here. Hey, the two of you, can you roll me wisdom saves?
Sure.
Oh no. We have the aura, right? Because
Well, Galen gives the aura. That's a +4
I was
to Cade.
just making sure. Yeah.
Yep. So Galen, go ahead and roll your wisdom save as well.
I'm with the group going up, right?
Oh, I
Were
thought
you?
you were staying back with Cade.
Well, I did. No, I was going up. I said I would run up and cast a spell, but the spell disappeared. But I'm still going to run up.
Okay. So yeah, Cade, 15, since he's not near you. Yeah, you were traveling to go find that pit in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, you got to get going.
Okay, I mount Marcus and I start walking.
Cade, where you going?
Ahora sí die. Oh.
Instead, Muffin, stop
She's
him.
speaking. Is the person speaking Elvish?
Yes.
Did they?
Do any of you
say-
speak Elvish?
Yes.
I'm an elf.
I
yes.
do, yeah.
Okay then. Oh,
What are you
the
doing
fuck
here?
happened?
And why are we in the middle of an illusion?
Well, what? Wait. She feels around at the grass. Wait. Yes! I'm out! Yes! I knew I could
No,
get
you're
out.
not.
What? Yes, I am. I'm no
We're
longer in the
stuck.
fucking death trap.
Death trap.
Yeah, that's what we're calling it.
We
Well, you did almost die.
technically, yeah.
Are you talking about that bee?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the bee.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it stung.
So, death trap. Explain.
Yeah, our city has been locked, controlled. None of us have been able to walk out. The moment we go over towards the boundary of it, when we step past that boundary, we end up on the other side of the city, as if we just walked into it. And all of us have been there by ourselves, and there's been these creatures flying around, feasting on us. I escaped.
Oh, shit. They have a trap that no one can get in and no one can get out.
And no one knows it's there.
It's like a loop. So whoever's trying to get in is just going to stay in this loop. No, you're still in a loop right now. It's just a outside boundary.
Well, I mean, that's preferable to the fucking things trying to eat you.
Do you have food?
Sure.
Do you have
We
food?
didn't have food in there.
Well, you don't have food here, so I guess you'll just starve here. There's
I
grass,
can
though.
make food. I can.
Oh, I
make
can eat
food.
grass.
Don't tell her.
It's too late. She knows.
Damn it.
Leverage forest.
Fine.
So, is this the area where like the huge pit opened up?
Huge pit. What?
Oh.
Opened up out of the ground.
Huge pit? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god, we think it's a huge pit and maybe they just all of it disappeared.
What?
It might be like the. It
gonna
may have
pull
registered
out-
as a big hole, but it might be a big hole because there's nothing
I'm gonna
here.
pull the map out real quick.
Yeah.
Hey, can you just point to me on this map about where your city is located?
Minori Nagarar?
Mm-hmm.
Here.
Yep. Oh, right here, and I point right where she.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, there. Yep, we're
Yeah.
here. I'm getting the little toy thing out that the dude gave me. Is it doing anything?
What toy thing?
It was the tool.
Sure.
It was the
There's a staff.
yeah, it's a staff with a ruby.
There's a ruby and.
Oh, you're supposed to stab that into the center of this area so that he can monitor it.
Oh, I know. I was just seeing if it was doing anything.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah. However, Cade, you are escorted back, and suddenly you remember you have allies, but you don't remember that you forgot that you had allies. And Stud Muffin was apparently pulling your reins.
Hey, what the fuck?
What? What's going on, Galen?
Where were you going?
You weren't going anywhere.
I was being led here by Stud Muffin. What do you mean?
You were driving off after we came over here.
He looks at you confused. Very confused.
Galen rolls his eyes.
Oh god, this place is so fucky wucky.
You okay, Galen? I just coming to you. Muffin was helping leave me.
This place fucks with your memory. And your sight and everything else. Great. Cool. Fun.
Any ideas how to get out of here?
Give me until the morning and I can try to dispel it. But if it's as big as it is, I may not be able to.
So you will have to dispel at the source of it. You can't dispel targeting the illusion because it is way too large and vast. You need to target the source in order to attempt that.
I point towards the new individual. Who are they?
So we need to find a source.
I'm somebody from the city. I got stung by a bee and broke out. So, and you look down, and that's your arrow, and that is an arrow-sized hole in her neck that was healed up.
You're welcome. I think.
Why? What the fuck's wrong with him?
A lot.
Okay.
We don't have time.
So we need to find the source of the illusion, and once there, I can try to get rid of it.
I think the secret is bees, okay? We just need to get bees and have them sting all of us.
Hello,
I
bees.
don't think you were shot. I'm gonna apologize. I don't think you were stung. I want to apologize in advance. I think I might have accidentally shot you.
She looks down at the arrow. Why?
I
You
was-
could have killed me.
I apologize. We couldn't see anything. I was trying to measure distance in the illusion to see if the arrow did anything. Was not aiming for you.
We can't see anything.
We can't see anything at this time. All we see at this time is a large field.
Okay. Well, I see the large field. That's nice.
And where she was, right?
Before we
Yeah,
cannot.
yeah.
You were. I was just firing in a random direction to see
What
if
if we shot her again and see if she jumps back through?
could just fire in another random direction and see what happens.
I'm kidding.
Wait, what if you killed someone?
Then you pop up, and then we, Miss Gray, with our medical experience, we have another person in our group. Or
Is that your solution? Just keep walking around shooting aimlessly, hoping you shoot someone?
Well, no, we didn't know anyone was here.
we didn't know anyone was here at first. First, we just thought we were in the woods by ourselves.
I'm going off of what the fuck he is saying.
True. Doesn't sound good.
I will give you the preface of what happened before.
Yeah,
So-
you shot an arrow, and it almost killed me.
Technically, a bolt.
But in
She picks up the bolt and holds it towards you, Forrest.
All right, Forrest, you have the staff out, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Yeah,
Ruby down.
Ruby, Amethyst. He said put it in the center. We're not in the center.
Well, maybe we can use it to find the center.
We can always try.
Ruby goes in the
okay,
ground.
so Ruby on one end facing towards the ground, and the amethyst towards the sky.
Mhm.
Yep. Bonk. Bonk. Bonk.
Nothing.
And are you just going to walk around while doing this for like 3 hours?
No, I did it the one time and saw it.
Yeah. Bonk. It falls over.
Right.
Well,
Fuck, I don't even have sending prepared.
what did it sound
what is
like?
Wrong
What did it?
with me?
Oh, it'd be illusions. That would probably.
Yeah.
So it would probably
So-
sound like whatever.
What, question, right?
Answer.
What is our plan to help all of the other people still alive within my
We
city?
could start. How many bolts do you have, Cade?
I currently have 40.
That does not sound like a solution.
But, and a better thing is,
It's
could
a
we
joke. I'm trying to bring some brevity to this time of chaos.
Oh, I'm so sorry that the tragedy of my life and home is so funny to you.
Listen, you're an elf. You have a long life ahead of you, so probably a lot more tragedies are coming.
Do you know how many of my family members have died?
I mean,
3.
that's horrible.
That's
Okay,
90% of us.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, what is something that you own that we would not have?
That's back there. Ooh, that's a
Back
good
there.
idea, actually, Greg.
What? There's my my wind chimes that my grandfather made.
I
Perfect.
cast locate object on those wind chimes.
Describe them in great detail.
Well, they have feathers down from them from rocks.
Do a
All of
minor
the
illusion.
tubes are they're silver. Not real silver. They're like a different metal that looks silver. But not as silver. It's more like dull silver. Closer to a gray, actually. And it has an oak base at the top. That looks to be made from the ring of a tree that was 80 years old.
Okay, all right.
No,
all right.
80 years old, not 60. 80.
I'm sorry,
8
I'll
rings.
age it a
8
bit.
rings. Yeah.
Aging it a bit. Okay,
Yes.
there you go.
A little darker than that, actually. It was treated and polished. And down at the bottom, it had a rest that came down to a point that it looked like a soft crescent arrow, or a heart that was less divoted at the top, and it went all the way up where it had 3 other linking discs made of the same material. Galen and Cade, I need both of you to roll nature checks. Sorry, Flea, you're involved in this role as well.
Okay. Even though Forrest is the nature person?
Forrest is not involved in this role.
Okay.
Probably don't want to plus
Okay.
that on.
Cade, the wind chime looks like a giant dick.
I knew
Nice.
you were describing the whole time. I was like, really? We're going into the fucking...
Locate. I cast locate on the dick
Dick
wind
chime.
He's not gonna-
Okay. Well, all of you see Gray begins to shimmer. What are you doing?
I'm going to crawl into Forrest's pocket, one of my hangouts, and I'm going to take a nap.
I'm going to grab Gray and, I don't know, see if I can pull her out of it, or...
Forrest, Cade.
I'm grabbing onto Gray. Sorry, I choked on water.
and
I
I'm
mean, that's called drowning, sir.
because Gray has so many people on her. I'm going to grab on the Galen, so wherever they go, I follow.
Okay.
I'm
All
grabbing
of
hold the
you-
scared woman.
She goes, wait, what are you? All of you look around, and you are standing inside of a cobbled stone street that the grass is piercing out of in all directions. There are these muted, old-fashioned looking stone homes, many of which look very dull and boring. It stretches on as far as you can see, and you see up in the sky these winged creatures flying about,
Get inside.
moving over towards a very central-looking clock tower in town.
I try to get to cover, then I see if I can contact Studmuffin, who wasn't joining us.
Hey, I hear you. I'm on my way.
No, stay there.
Oh, you look
Tinsel
beside you, and
and-
he's right there.
Oh,
Shit.
You summoned your steed. He comes running.
Oh, I asked him if does it hear me not go. Okay.
You all look down at the elven woman. No. I got out. I got out. I got out.
Shut
Hey,
up.
shh.
This isn't fair. This isn't fair. Shit.
Listen, you know this area. We don't. Do you want to help and do something good for the people that are still alive?
I want to live.
Good. Then help us.
Get
Shut
to the
up
chopper.
and get us to where we need to fucking go.
You said you've been on either side of this area. Do
I'm
you know where
going
the
under
center
something.
is?
I heard that.
them to get under our roof? Like I'm literally.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
There's a small canopy. There's a small canopy in front of one of the homes that has its shutters and the door shut.
Is the door open? Check the door.
Get in. Can we get in? I try opening the door a little.
Ding, ding, ding. It's locked, and you hear from the other side,
Flee.
Go away,
Flee.
go away."
I can make food.
Roll a persuasion check, right?
Come in.
Oh God, why is my?
You spoke.
Give yourself guidance.
It's
I
too late.
whis-
Too late. Oh, I can make food.
I whisper.
And then your
"Go."
stomach rumbles. Liar.
Out of you.
I
What were you
whisper
saying,
to the-
Galen?
Well, I'm going to ask the lady if she knows where the center of this area is, since that's what we were looking for before.
The clock tower, where all of the creatures are always at. Go. Duster, please let us in. Let us in, please. Wait, Mary, you disappeared. Where'd you go? Just let us in, please. They're going to kill me.
I
The
guess
door
we went to-
opens up, and she looks at all of you very strangely. Another elven woman, still younger, and all of you run inside. It is a very small 3-roomed home. It looks closer to that of a cottage made out of stone, but the roof is thatched with very thick straw that looks to be tied together and not really that practical when it comes to protection from the environment and weather. As you all move in here, you look directly and take 2 steps into the kitchen before some of you are forced to take 2 steps into the living room. And all of you are crammed in here. She closes the door, she locks it, she puts over a large plank of wood.
So I guess the clock tower is where we want to be.
It's the center of town.
Thank you for letting us in, ma'am.
What the fuck? How did you all get here? How did you all
I
get here?
focused on her wind chime and found it, and it.
Long story.
Shattered
It
the
started
illusion.
with a bolt.
They shot me. What? Then why are we helping them?
It was an
Because they
accident.
got me out and they got me back in, and I want back out.
Here's a question. If you do that on the cart, can you go back out? I can't hear you.
Probably, but to get rid of the illusion, I have to dispel it at the
Yeah,
source.
I just want to know our options here. But yeah,
Yes, we have an emergency escape route.
potentially. But yeah, we want to go check out that clock tower. You
Go-
say creatures were flying around it?
Agreed.
All of you need to hide. All of you need to hide. The tithe collectors are coming.
The tithe collectors. What is that?
Go hide.
Okay.
Hiding?
Gonna
Stealth
find
checks,
somewhere.
all of you.
Yeah.
And I'm
Oh.
in scale mail, so that's a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh.
In his pocket.
Yeah, you're fine so long as he's fine. Calculator.
You're coming with me. Brothers to the end.
This looks to be the end.
So the group average is 12, however, Forrest automatically fails.
Mhm.
As you all go into different positions, Cade, you very quickly go underneath the windowsill and just fall on the ground lying flat. And you watch as Galen goes over to the table and ducks underneath it, pushing one of the chairs in front of him. Gray runs over to the backside of the home, lifts up the bed, and just lies underneath of it. It's just a
I'm picturing-
mattress on the floor, but it's something.
I'm picturing Forrest putting on the old costume that he had when he was hiding many sessions
Yep,
ago.
I'm putting it on.
The wrong costume.
Yeah, just-
He puts up the green screen instead of the black
I'm just,
one.
yeah, I'm just standing like this.
I,
In
I
the
t-
middle of the room. Just
I tell Stud Muffin that the
Don't
door's
make a
open to
sound.
Start jumping on who's ever outside.
No, don't give us away. We're fine.
This is telepathic. You can't hear it.
We're fine.
Very well.
He sees that we're not going to be hiding from anything, and a dog is not going to attract attention to us if it runs off afterwards.
Well, that's if it runs off afterwards.
First.
The woman goes over, Dusta, opens the door, and you all see this very paled-skinned individual with slightly pointed ears and very sharp features and fangs sitting out of their mouth, looking over at this woman. Immediately, Studmuffin jumps up at this individual. Get one attack from Studmuffin.
Well, no, he's not attacking.
You said jump on him.
Well, yeah. I mean, how many
Okay,
dogs?
Fine. The individual catches.
Oh.
I thought all of them were gone. Thank you for your tights.
Does he disappear?
Can I?
All of that works.
And it looks over at you, Forrest. What the fuck is that?
I'm muted.
Nothing. Goodbye. And she goes to
Question.
close the door. Yeah.
So she's closing the door right now?
Attempting to.
Okay. If that does not work, I'm gonna take a bet, and so see or hear you within. Okay, so if I cast Turn Undead, they'll be aware of me.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I wanted clarification on.
Okay. She goes to begin to close the door, and he puts his hand against it. And despite her pushing, he just gently pushes it open.
Oh God, what happened here?
Forrest, a long cut from a single fingernail goes all the way down your sheet, revealing your face, where you see this ghostly pale individual look at you. It's tithe time. Offerings.
Tithe or tithe?
And he's tithe.
Okay.
And he's currently holding Stud Muffin with one hand.
Trying to figure out what do you want?
Do not play with me. You've been here long enough. We require more food. Now, what is it that you offer me so that we don't take you? And he just rolls his finger against your cheek, and it does cut very slightly.
I have my mask on. Sorry, I have my mask on.
Oh, fine. It scrapes it and cuts against your mask.
Oh, Jesus. So alive or dead?
Either or.
What do you know? I have a raven.
The raven looks over at you, shaking its head. It telepathically communicates, "You dick."
Galen,
He
by the way, is
grabs the
pissed off at
bird.
the guy.
Jesus.
Looks at it. What creature type is it, by the way?
Faye.
Okay. Sniffs it. We'll be back tomorrow. He walks out. Yeah.
Do I have to? Is there any verbal component of Eyes of the Grave?
No, you just activate it.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. That is undead.
Cool.
And you can sense the presence of other undeads nearby.
Cool.
He leaves. Now, Dusta, next time, be more careful. And then she just closes the door, shaking.
I whisper from under the mattress.
Well, now I know that that one doesn't work. Good to note. Write down in a notebook real quick.
It's also cut down this.
For-
Oh my God, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm giving it a minute before Kate talks. Just enough time for it. If it's there, you're in range. Might walk away.
Roll me a perception check, Cade.
Galen's just thinking, it killed my dog.
It went down to the next door and knocked.
I'm just doing like the gesture with the throat kind of thing, like we
Can
call
I?
talk
I'm talking to Dusta.
to Aelin.
While I'm under the mattress, can I try to determine what kind of undead this is?
Roll me a religion check.
Cool. 16.
I mean, you haven't come across a tremendous number of undead. I mean, you've come across some before, not a tremendous number. So as for the incredibly specific, intricate naming and classification of these types of creatures, you would relate it to a vampire in some capacity, though it spoke more formally, and it had full consciousness associated with it.
Question: were they wearing anything nice, or like what was their clothing like, or? 'Cause
Oh,
everything
very
looks like
nice
it's, like,
clothing.
okay, very elegant.
Yeah.
But everything else is like really,
Very
like, dirty
elegant.
here.
And you know that there are vampires known as blood counts or blood countess. Very old religion and group of species that have been an issue here in the past, though not for some time. They used to travel in bands by themselves and take over cities, creating infant vampires. And when I mean infant, I mean ones that aren't as intelligent as themselves out of mortals. And the ones that are referred to as vampire nobles, the blood counts in and of themselves, are magically powerful vampires that share few weaknesses with their lesser kin. They practice a strange blood magic that allows them to siphon the blood of their allies to strengthen their own spells.
Charming.
So yeah, that is what you are aware about what you just saw. You guys chose the harder mission.
I like this. It's fun. Dasta.
Yeah.
Who was that?
That was Count Dola. He is one of the collectors for the family here in town. So wait, you all aren't from here?
No.
So that means Alona is aware. That's... No?
They think a hole just sunk the city.
Why?
They just thought everything disappeared and a hole showed up.
Illusions.
Something on Comorder that are called singularities,
Mm-hmm.
where instances of strange magic pop up, and that is what they believe it to be.
So, you all can leave, then? get help.
We don't know at this. Maybe we can, but got in. We haven't tested if we could get.
Is anyone in this town capable of sending a message over a very long distance magically?
I'm
We've
guessing
tried.
not that they would have tried already.
The moment any of us tried to reach out, the counts seemed to get it.
Have
The
something
blood
set up.
counts. And those were the first ones to be killed. Sacrificed, as they put it, in order to feed them.
And how many
Blood counts are there?
There's only 2 blood counts. The rest are feral.
How many of those are there?
I haven't really made it a habit of counting. I just know it's a lot.
Would you estimate more than a dozen?
I've seen at least 8 in the sky at once.
And they can fly. What about these counts? You know, if they can fly?
Probably.
They can. They can fly. They can shapeshift into smaller creatures. They can force us to move against any strain. They're very powerful.
And they've been doing this for a while too.
Yes.
Okay. So sending isn't going to work.
No, it's
Sending a
not.
message isn't going to work. And it'll just let them know that you're capable of doing that, and they believe that everyone else is dead, so we need to keep that below. They think I've been here this entire time, so at least they're not assuming, they're not in belief that anyone from Alona is here. How many people... Do you know if people are alive here? Or is everyone just kind of hiding in their homes and...
Most of us hide. Only,
They don't use you for work?
No, they have no need for us. We're just food. We leave to go look for more food for them. Anything we can offer them to be reasonable. And we have to avoid the ferals because there's no controlling them. If they see us, they are going to eat us.
Could you give them ferals?
No, they don't eat their own kind.
I was just...
Rasha she's been the one who's been doing most of the communicating.
Rasha?
Yeah, hi, that's me, the one that you shot.
Oh.
Again, apologies.
Well, now we have a chance to get rid of these things. So, is it just the city that's in here?
It's the boundaries of the walls around our city.
Can I peek out the window?
Sure, you open it slightly. Roll me a perception check.
See if I can perception. Better.
Okay. You see other houses.
Do I see
The one across the
tower?
street has a marking. From this vantage point, unfortunately not.
What's the marking on the house over there?
That the tithe has been paid for tonight. It is the marking that allows us to not be hunted as game. The ferals know to stay away from the blood of the counts. That is their blood.
Right.
Any ideas, Gray?
I'm thinking. We could put the staff in the center of town and there's no like grassy area, no nothing like that.
I mean,
And-
there's breaks of grass between the
Okay.
cobbled road. It's cobbled. It's not stoneworked. It's cobbled.
Right.
But
And
not
I'll
like,
look to
like a grassy knoll near the tower.
right.
Maybe.
Cor- that idea, Miss Gray. How much food do we all have, rations-wise? If we could just, I could put the staff in the center and maybe wait it out. Wait, maybe?
That was. If we try to get it to the center, it's probably going to be a fight. And at that point, I mean, if I could get there, I could possibly dispel it, but who knows how quickly they could reemerge.
Yeah, how's Stud Muffin doing?
Stud Muffin's dead.
Was
Yep.
he dead with them, or is it just squirmy kind of thing?
No, I assume he snapped his neck.
No,
I
no,
was
no.
going-
He was still alive when he left.
Can I try looking through Moonin's eyes? I'm gonna do that.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna look through his eyes.
Think. You see the individual appears to be soaring through the sky, heading towards the tower itself. Roll me a perception check.
I'm just gonna stay in the eyes until, I guess, whenever it stops. I don't know how big this city is. Let me look real quick. You said perception. Too?
Yep.
So, Forrest, is he carrying Stud Muffin and
And-
your bird?
I can't hear
Yeah.
anything. From
So, Forrest, it's flying towards the tower, and as it gets over to where the clock itself is, it kind of steps its feet on top of the big hand of the clock. And you see that one of the panels is already open wide as it just jumps down, and you hear the cries and wails of many different animals inside of here. Though everything gets a little too dark, and very soon your bird is tossed into a cage with a handful of other birds.
I'm so sorry.
I sit down on the floor and start resummoning a Stud Muffin.
Very
Alright,
well.
I'm gonna come back and leave them there because I don't want them to come back and like notice it's gone. So.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, but he doesn't want his dog eaten. I'll summon him as a puma this time.
Okay. So that'll be your second level spell today? No.
What?
No. Gray
You ritually
cast locate
cast.
object. Yeah, and you ritually cast it. All right, yeah. Okay. So, after 11 minutes go by, you now have a Puma Stud Muffin.
We need an idea of this area, like this city, the layout.
Mary,
Well-
It's important things. Because are they making use of any of it?
Some of them, the general store has been on full lockdown, and the people running it are dead. The crafts temple, I haven't been able to make it over towards.
you happen to have a map, Miss Mary? Is that all right to say, Miss Mary?
My name's Rasha.
I'm talking to the homeowner.
It's not.
My name's Dusta.
She.
I'm telepathically asking Stud Muffin what he saw.
All right, well, let me finish interacting with one person before I get interrupted and do another thing.
Yeah, I thought when.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. When she opened the door, I heard Mary. I thought that was your last name.
Ma'am,
My bad.
they're very polite despite the fact that they eat us. But yeah, no, we don't really have a map. We've lived here. I suppose I could make one? Do any of you have parchment I can draw on?
See, Cade.
Do we have a book or something?
This Cade. I have a very high guess that Forrest does.
Here, and I pull out a scroll case, and I have like different notes on the back for different recipes. I've memorized these already and put it out on the table.
I pull out a shitty quill, not my good one, and
Oh yeah,
normal bottle of ink.
not your Quill of the Grammaticus. Gotcha. Remember that item? Oof, that was a good item. Back in my day. So, anyways, she takes out the quill and ink, and you can tell she has zero experience with writing, or with drawing maps at all. But you know what? We're gonna try. Let's see what her memory says.
Good
Wow.
luck, guidance.
So D4.
Yeah.
A 20-2 in total. Good for her. And I've never really done this before in my life, and she just very expertly draws the entire layout with a small little reference down at the bottom of like distances between homes as a like precise measuring tool, and she starts pulling out like a piece of rope to measure the distance and like roughly estimate, and like it's very precise. And after about 3.5 hours, you have damn near a perfect map of this town. I think that's everything.
And you've never done this before. Well, you should really go into map making.
Does it pay well? Does it get me the fuck out of here?
Pays well.
Could.
Depends on how well we can use this map. It might.
And yes, it does pay well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, why am I pulling teats? Okay.
Not even gonna ask.
I'm a farmer. I have cows and goats.
And I'm guessing you already gave all those.
Yeah. But hey, I'm alive. My grandfather died because he didn't want to give anything up.
You said it took her 3.5 hours to draw the map?
Yeah.
All right, so when she's just almost done with the map, I'm going to wake up from my nap and crawl out of Forest Pocket and
Oh.
plunk into myself.
Oh, hey
What
there.
the fuck? They're here! And she like pulls the quill and goes running towards your eye. Flea, does a 12 hit you?
Nope.
Okay. Shink, like right past you. Is anyone going to stop her? Because she's trying to stab him again.
What are you doing?
He
Smack
can.
Open hand.
Rude? There's another one of them. Smaller, but
No,
one...
My
He's-
brother.
I'm Flea,
one of
that's my brother. Forrest.
He's like a naturey thing that can do that. It's not like
Would-
an undead thing that can do that.
Would you like a berry? They're good. They'll keep you from being hungry for a while.
I would love a berry. I am...
I'll give her a good berry and the other one a good berry.
I am full. She like feels her lips that are no longer chapped.
Satiated.
Wow. That is, Thank you for the sub. Really appreciate it. That is, something else, for sure.
Anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Please get back to you,
Have you been listening this entire time, or have you been sleeping?
Yeah.
Listen, I have an idea.
Need you.
I don't
Right
know
now.
if you're gonna like this, Forest.
What?
I can make you appear dead for an hour.
Uh-huh.
Go to fuck to sleep. Sorry, that was a fun session. Everyone freaking out and just go to fuck to sleep. Just...
And we could offer you as a tithe and say you starved to death. And
They did say they were hungry.
they would take you in there and you could plant the staff.
Oh, and then Flea can be in my pocket with me.
Ooh. I can hold on to the staff
You could.
and then get in your
Or
pocket.
I can do it to myself.
Oh, I like that
it
one.
into the center of the thing and dispel the magic. I just would need you guys to
Okay, so we're sending 2 there. What are the other 3 hooligans gonna do then?
Galen and Cade could be a distraction.
They could pee on someone.
Yeah.
At this point,
well,
You-
if things go wrong, we will need somebody to help us get out of there.
Well, the thing
You're
is,
the
wouldn't it
people
be-
they sent here.
Huh?
They don't know.
No, I'm shocked that you're the people they sent here.
we were an exponential.
So
I can't talk. We were
Exactly.
a scouting force, an expeditionary force. There it is. That's the right word. Expeditionary force. We were
there's
meant-
no plan like for anything bad to be here.
yeah, no, we were just planning to come see what was going on.
We thought it was a big hole in the ground.
We thought
Yeah.
y'all were just gone, dead. So hey, you're alive. That's good. Now we just stay alive. So killing me and putting Flea in my pocket, that's an option.
Oh, I have an idea.
Yes, Flea.
We could take out Galen,
Mm-hmm.
and you can make it so you can do your little gentle thing where he doesn't, like you did with the snake, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then so he's dead, but he's not going to decompose or anything. And then I and someone else can, I can hide in one of his pockets, and someone else can come with me. They can, I don't know if you guys know how to change shape or not. but-
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
That's just you.
well, okay, we could still take out Galen, and you can do your gentle thing on him.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're not killing someone. It's like putting them to
Oh, she
sleep.
can bring him back later, though, right?
No,
That
we're
would
not- we're not-
require a very substantial spell that
Uh.
so if I put someone into a death-like state,
Uh-huh.
I think it might have to be me. They take me, I dispel the magic from the clock tower, and then I get sending out
How are you
to
gonna sneak around?
What if they cook you first?
That's a good question. Can you escape cages? Because it seems like they're putting people in cages. Things in cages.
no.
Mm. So Flea needs to be there because he can. He's squirrely.
In more ways than one.
Thank you.
We could have Flea as a normal person. If they're putting him in cages and he can transform, they don't know he transform.
Yeah, but they don't know he's here. If they start seeing new people, they're gonna start
Yeah,
questioning how many
that's
more
gonna
new
be a
people are there.
challenge.
So we could go with the put me in the death-like state with Flea in my pocket. Oh, but what are we gonna do with the other 3? Because
And how do I wake you up?
I think I just come to in like an hour.
It's an hour, and you come to. But can you dispel magic?
No, but I was gonna stick the rod in there because I feel like he had more idea of
could-
what was going on than what he said.
I could tomorrow.
You could dispel tomorrow.
I think so. You kind of showed me. I've been kind of watching you, and I think I got the hang of it a little bit.
Okay. So they could give me as a tithe tomorrow.
Say that we killed you because you were causing issues.
Yeah, he didn't have any food. That's one issue. This is a very extreme though, by the way. Like once I'm in there,
Well-
like being nommed on.
So some people in town have actually captured other people in town to give away so that they didn't die.
Have you?
So we use Cade as bait.
I'm not against it if it has purpose.
Yes,
Oh.
yes. But what are we doing with the other 3? So if we are sending people in, what are we doing with the rest? What are the other 3 gonna do? Because we can send 2 in. We have 3 now. If this is what we want to do, it's like planning all over again. Jesus.
Then we'd have to get you out, otherwise you're eaten.
Or
How
just
quickly
get
do we
in.
think that what's his face can get to us?
Mm. I mean, you and Flea could go. You can dispel it, put yourself to sleep. Flea stays with you, and then me and the two muscle heads will like bust our way in.
Do you? Well, I can dispel it and then send a message to
Just put
Corvée.
the rod in the ground. So I'll just give you the rod. You put it in the ground.
Yeah,
How
the moment
was
the
it-
rod is placed, he said he will know it is placed.
Yeah.
And I can send a message to him at that point once everything's dispelled to tell him that there are
Also,
Vampire
can
counts.
Can they be in the sun?
I don't know.
Has there been sunlight at all since you've
No,
been here?
there has not. Not that I
God-
can remember. I don't know. Dusta, where'd Dusta go?
Huh?
Round?
You all look around and Dusta is gone.
New hiding place, I think.
We need to leave. I have a feeling Dusta's going to tell the counts what's going on. They can control minds.
Agreed.
She literally said they can control people's minds. I don't.
Yep, moving. Okay.
Yep. Where can we
Okay.
go?
My farm.
Grab
my
the
farm.
map.
Okay. Yep. Oh, map. Yeah. Here. Map and okay, farm. And like she goes over to the back window, which is already open. She rolled really good on her stealth check to get the fuck out.
Pass without a trace on all of us.
And I want to say, the second we get out there, we're not going to the farm because they can control minds.
I think she's okay. The fact that she got out and she wanted to stay out.
Oh, now she's okay.
What?
No, I meant the person we're with. I guess her name. I cannot.
Rasha.
Rasha. Dusta was the other
Yeah.
one.
Dustin and Rasha. Second, Rasha, they might control her mind to find out about us.
She's with
Count
us.
Dola! Count Dola! You all walked out into the outside, and you see her running through the alleyway directly towards the tower. Count Dola! Count Dola! Count! And immediately, one of the ferals swipes down, and you see her body collapse to the ground without a head.
Oh,
Wait,
that was taken
which one was
care of.
that?
That was
The one that
not
ran
Rasha.
away.
Dusta.
Dusta.
The one
Dusta.
that ran away.
Okay, time to climb back in.
Well, yeah. I
I'm
guess
doing
we
my
can-
reroll as a halfling.
Yep, you get those.
And I do still have pass without a trace up.
Okay, so stealth.
All right, you guys stealthed out and stealthed back in.
Oh, what,
Mhm.
where are we just going back in? What are we doing?
The owner of the house is dead.
We can stay. They won't know we're here.
Oh my
28.
god. She, Rasha, like slaps you on the arm, Forrest. Why did you have to remind her that she could do that?
What?
You asked her, have you ever done that? Of course! That's how some of us are still alive.
Oh. I was more jokingly saying that, like, as like a, have you ever done that?
Well, you know what they
We
say
have.
about joking.
You have?
Well, my fiance.
One of the 3 people that's died that you talked so badly about.
Hey, now he should have put a ring on it.
He did.
actually-
He was a
oh.
fiance.
Well, then he should
Yeah.
have taken her to the altar.
Well, he kind of volunteered, but I kind of maybe talked him into it.
Almost had,
Fair.
You've had an arrow in your neck. You almost had an arrow in your knee. God, you're just.
I'm so glad that my misfortune is humorous to you.
Well, luckily you can make up for the things that you've done in here by helping everyone else.
I'm trying to leave.
I think everyone in this city's probably done something. I don't blame you.
I can also cast daylight in the middle of the tower.
Okay, I have an idea. Let's go to the general store and get a bunch of mirrors. 1,000 mirrors.
I think the party forgot for a moment that you have a cleric and a paladin against vampires.
Yeah.
No,
This encounter was built for this group. Like,
So,
Listen, I
I'm
have
just
never.
here. Hello.
I am unused to having this many spells. Okay, you're gonna have to give me a minute.
yeah.
it's for
it's kind of crazy when you have more than one level in the spellcasting class.
Like, in was 99% level 1 spells, okay?
True. True. That was your own doing.
It was my own doing. I had hella cantrips, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had like 12 cantrips, okay?
I'm a spellcaster, minor illusion.
Point where we do fight.
You know, we could always just go to the tower now.
I have nothing prepared for this.
Wait, what about the pharaohs that literally just swooped down and just ate that person?
Okay, I can do this same thing to stealth us tomorrow.
Rasha looks out the window. To be fair, I didn't eat all of her. Just the head. Oh.
Oh.
Nope, there's 2 more.
Yep, she's gone.
Well, I'm so glad I don't vomit at the sight of that anymore.
How long has it been?
I don't know, what's today?
I'll tell her today's date.
Oh, only about a month.
God, that's hell.
It's only been a month.
So, what? If I get in, I will dispel the magic, send, and then I can cast daylight in there, and all hell's gonna break loose. I think I don't know if we can do this stealthily. I say we kick in the door.
What's the scale? Can I just, in my mind, try and come up with the scale of what this magic is to like the degree of the like level up, not like actual level, but like the expertise needed to if
roll an
us
Arcana.
Dispelling it's even possible.
Roll an Arcana.
Great, there's nothing wrong with us doing stealth first
26.
and into action.
So, Forrest. And a spell-like effect of this magnitude is not something that is easily quantified as a spell level. By your estimate, an illusion of this power would probably be 7th level. Something that even if you know it is an illusion, you still physically interact with it and is persistent. That says about 7th level. However, the fact that it is perpetual, there's only one spell that you've ever heard of that could actually do this.
I mean, alter terrain.
I don't think alter terrain is high enough, is powerful enough to do this.
Okay.
Wait, is that the one that's like 7th level?
No, that's a
Project
second level.
image, I think it is. Yeah, project image. You've heard of casters who are capable of casting a spell like this that can have an obnoxious range of territory that it can affect and alter, and there's no way of actually breaking out of it. But the fact that it enters you into some type of loop that makes you think you are walking around, and there's 2 of them, makes you think that this spell is attached to an item, not just an area, as if an item is maintaining this spell.
Okay, so I think we should have a plan, and we can put all of our plans together. So tomorrow, we rest up tonight, prepare. Tomorrow, we can sneak over to the tower, and then kick the door in, because Gray wanted to go in kicking the door down, and we go in, Galen kills Cade, and we stab the staff into the center of the room.
I thought you were gonna say stab it into Cade for a second. I was not.
Oh, he's
where
already
you were
dead.
going.
Stab it into the center of the room, and then, because, you know, just in case we need bait. And then we stab it in the center of the room, and then Gray turns it into daylight.
Cage just has his arms behind him in like that W form of why. Why he dead?
Have you been like half paying attention to all of this?
It's called teamwork. I'm pulling all of our plans together.
That no. Oh, buddy.
Stud Muffin appears in your arms, Galen. They put me in a cage.
So I've been talking for an hour, and he decides to talk, or what? Yes, they did.
Is we delayed the door kicking. We tried to stealthily get as close to the tower as we possibly can. And
D-
And
fail
I'm a liability.
very loud.
I like look at my.
Well,
my
I think
armor.
Flea's
I
gonna
can't
do with
go
that.
quietly.
I think Flea's gonna assist you with that. And if worse is the worst, it fails, we get nothing ventured, nothing gained. It's always better to try and fail.
If it fails, they know we're here and they attack us on sight.
If we go loud, they know we're here and they attack us on sight.
My idea of kicking in the door is that I get inside and I kick the door outward so everyone else can get in.
Okay, I thought you wanted to go aggressive first before dead into it. Okay.
No, if Forrest hasn't said anything about it being an object, right? So I go in and I find whoever's casting this and I dispel it.
I think it's already been cast, and that's why Dispel Magic will work, but you need to find what they cast it on.
So an object.
Mhm. Can I identify the rod, Jiro? Would identifying the rod give me the details of the magic it uses?
Yeah, it would.
Okay. I just want to see if it's just like a ascending like spell, or does it do more than just that? And he just didn't tell us all about it. Is it just evocation, or?
1 second, I'm typing out.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, then sorry, I misunderstood you, Miss Gray. I thought you wanted us to go loud all the way up to the tower, like in a rush attack.
No, I would fake my way in, get inside, find the object, dispel it. At that point, I can cast a message to God. I forgot I had a black cat. She just scared the fuck out of me. I just saw movement in a shadow out of the corner of my eye and looked over and could not see into the shadow, because the shadow was her. And then at that point, I can cast sunlight, and I should be okay for a moment or two, and then we would have to last until we.
Stud Muffin was very slow about telling me what he saw, but apparently he saw a skull up in the tower that sounds like it might be the magical item we're looking for.
Makes you say that.
And that's where their food was.
Skull in a big box that the count sacrificed something over, and then sent the skull shined brighter. Call me crazy, but that sounds like something important.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. I was just wondering why
What?
Question.
No, I was just like not reading.
Question, yes.
This was a question directed at Galen.
Okay, what's it? Go ahead.
It's / Stud Muffin. Did the skull, was it an actual bone skull?
Yes, it was.
That was creepy.
Well, it's a panther right now. It's
They can talk.
I have. Okay, this also is another technicality, DM. I know as a worshiper of Pestle, I can bury a thing, and it is no longer a thing. Does that count on magical objects?
roll me a religion check.
I am going to use my recap advantage here. Dirty 20.
Anything buried in soil connected to the earth that is made out of organic material is a sacrifice from his religious followers to him. And he takes every sacrifice given.
If
So, if that skull is organic,
Yeah.
But while you all contemplate this, I think we're going to go ahead and go on break, everybody. It's been an hour and a half. We will be right back. Hello and welcome everybody out there in D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in joining our community, please consider checking out our Patreon. That gets you into our exclusive Discord server. It also gets you into any of our games if a slot is available for you. As a heads up, ask me first before you just join in on one of those. You want to communicate with me just to make sure that the slot will be a good, suitable fit for you. You know, get yourself that one-on-one. But anyways, how about we get into the action? Hello, players. So, where last we left off, you all discovered that you were stuck inside of some illusion outside of the forest where this town is supposed to be. You ventured further inside of it, and Cade, having a brilliant idea to see how far the illusion extends, shot his crossbow bolt, but however, there was a very low possibility of it. He managed to shoot somebody that was in a different illusion inside of the town itself, breaking them out of it as soon as you killed them. And you all went over to make sure they didn't die. Just, you know, only like a few seconds at most. Not long enough to have brain damage or anything. Permanently. Anywho, you all discover what was going on, where there appeared to be some type of town that was being ravaged by vampires that put up these illusions to keep everybody inside. Everybody thought that when they left, they would just enter back in through a different area, and it's a very confusing aspect for you all to play with. As you were about to enter in, as you were all trying to figure out how to get there, Gray decided to locate object on a certain item that was described to you by Rasha. And because you did that, you became connected to this other area. All of you grabbed onto Gray or one another in the hopes of not getting separated and successfully went inside, where you saw these flying vampires moving around, and all of you tried to get into one of the homes as quickly as you can. Luckily, Rosha was, forcibly drug here with all of you as well. Hey, how you doing, Chelsea? And you all had her convince the person to let you inside. However, once you all got in there, you were told to hide quickly as one of the Tights are coming around. You found out that this was one of the vampires who are in charge here, of sorts. One of the noble vampires in this area. And you all had to give up a couple of sacrifices in order to pay off your tithe for the evening. Unfortunately, they were the familiars of Forrest and Galen. However, that allowed you all to stay here and figure out what was going on. The familiars went in and, were captured, and you all found out exactly, what happens when you go to these locations inside of the tower where they're keeping all of the bodies. You also found out about an object that is possibly the object that is maintaining this magic of an illusion in this area. And as you were all plotting what you were going to do to either help this town or escape, I am very proud of you all for choosing help as your first option over let's get the fuck out of here and let it be someone else's problem, which is an option realistically. Unfortunately, the individual that you invited or that brought you into their home escaped and was running to try to appease to one of these vampire lords. As all of you were trying to sneak away to hide, luckily for all of you, one of the feral vampires went, "Ooh, snack!" and ate her head as she was running before she could tell anybody anything. You all came back in here, got a map drawn up, asked, Stud Muffin, about what happened down there, and you were all beginning to plan exactly what it is you're going to be doing. So, players, you have Dusta's home as your base of operations.
Can we send Stud Muffin to try to grab the skull with Flea along as a rat with Pass Without Trace? And if it goes bad, we shouldn't. We lose Stud Muffin again. Sorry, Stud. As a rat.
They've been sacrificing every other creature. What?
Well, I would hope. Okay, I would think Flea would stay back as Stud Muffin did the deed, but anyway.
They're gonna
Stud Muffin paws at you. Stud Muffin paws at you, Galen.
I
Um,
know, I know. I scratched
I don't have thumbs.
Oh yeah. You said it was a skull. Can't you pick it up with your mouth?
I can't open doors.
Yeah, that's true.
It shows you the paw.
I think that the idea of sending in Flea and me after we take out a few of these ferals is the best option that we have.
Again, if we attack ferals and you die, why won't they keep attacking the rest of us?
Because we'll kill them and leave a few and it makes it look like I'm the only one.
We're going to try to thin the herd, and then if things go bad, then I will sneak away and go plant the staff. But
Like, I'm not suggesting we walk into the middle of town and start fighting them. I mean, we lure one or two at a time, kill them, get rid of the evidence.
Oh, look at me, a tasty treat. Please help.
Okay, so
someone help me.
we're
And
trying
then they
to
come
thin
down
them.
and we just, shank them.
So we're
Yes.
trying to thin them out.
Yes.
Exactly.
They are very stupid.
feral watchers.
Oh, Rosh, I totally forgot you were still here.
Hi. Yeah, I'm
Speaking
not
of somebody
betraying you
to-
because you're my way out.
Speaking of someone to get them, draw their attention.
No.
Cade?
So, how much water do we have?
I have 13 gallons inside of my barn.
Let's get to your barn.
How far away is your barn? I forget.
Only about a mile and a half.
Have you been there since this happened?
Oh, I was there this morning. I was going through town to try to talk to people and see if we can't figure out a way out, and to move what little bit of wheat I have remaining to those that are the hungriest. And yeah.
Oh.
And then points at the mark in her neck.
Question. Is there
You
a time with the ferals of when they're not as active?
When the sky is a little lighter, it's almost like daylight, but it's still dark. They kind of go sleeping. But the royals, they don't seem bothered by it.
Ah.
Wow.
Yeah, I definitely think we need to thin out the ferals, because they can just use that for if they're going to try and cast things, and they're just going to be a nuisance. The only issue is, has anyone killed a pharaoh before, Rasha?
Yeah, 2 of them were killed. By different people. We had people in town that were powerful. And when the pharaohs went after them, they fought back valiantly and mostly won, and then the counts got involved. And
Oh, so the counts know when the...
well, I mean, I'm not sure what happens, but it was kind of loud.
Alright.
Yeah, the counts killed them, but the pharaohs, I've seen them die.
I was picturing that's what happened.
Ken, as a player, can someone that's good with math, if I were to move 10 feet per round for an hour, how far would I get?
For an hour?
Yeah, because that'd be 60 feet a minute, right?
60 feet a minute. So
No,
multiply
it'd be
that by
100
6.
it'd be 100 feet a minute.
6 into a
Around
minute
Oh.
is
6
10.
seconds.
6 seconds. Yeah, you have 10 of them.
100 feet a minute. You'd
Oh,
go
yeah.
600. Yeah, you'd go.
Add another
6,000
zero.
feet. 6,000 feet.
6,000. Yeah, 6,000 feet.
Oh, and a mile,
Which is over a mile.
5,280.
Yeah. So roughly almost a mile and a half.
Flea's about to disappear.
It's an option.
Or we could use Flea as bait for bringing the ferals out to us.
Well, what I was thinking is if we go now, we might be able to go to the farm unseen, you know, underground and all that, and then we can get the water, and then we can make our attacks from the barn as a base, and then if we need to hide, we can come back down through the burrow.
Is the farm closer to the tower?
No, it's farther away. I'm on the very outskirts of town with it.
But if we lure ferals out there, we can fight them, kill them, bury them, no evidence, and it's quieter. The counts may not intervene.
Also, is
my
there anyone
my
else?
home also has soil. You keep saying berry. Most of the town is cobbled. There's only small patches of earth in people's yards and such. My farm has land.
The unique characteristics given to me by my deity allow me to bury things, and they're instantly taken into the earth. So there will be no.
That is such a beautiful thing.
Like bodies.
Light bodies.
Oh, okay, that's less beautiful. I was
It's-
thinking like recycling.
It's
Well, bodies will be recycled.
it is. I mean, it is. That's what I normally use it for. Bodies just happens to be a unique and useful
There's a whole business on it.
application.
I'm sorry, but for some reason I just imagine you have not paid for trash services in years back home. It's always
Exactly.
just like, hey, just toss it in the dirt and brush it over.
If we do that, should I send Spun?
The nicest smelling outhouse in all of Alona.
Oh yeah. Sprinkled dirt. Done.
Done.
Should I send Sud Muffin in as a scout to let us know if any of the alphas come if we attack the ferals?
How are we gonna get Stud Muffin in?
I mean, closer, not into the tower.
But
And if they can, I mean, he's got good stealth right now, and if they take him out, I can resummon him. Sorry, bud.
it's up to
Yeah,
you.
it sucks.
How far away is the tower?
From all of you, roughly about 600-700 feet.
It will be like a mile and a half away.
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, a mile away from the farm. Because you're a mile and a half away from here, and you have to go past the tower to get there. So
okay.
a mile
we have to
away
go
from
past
the farm.
tower anyways.
We
Yeah.
could travel underground to the barn, and then underground from the barn to the tower,
Wait, how are we,
How are we
traveling
going underground?
How's that?
and through the holes, the burrows.
What?
We don't have a plumbing system in town.
No, I can dig.
Yes, we can't turn into alter into mice.
What?
Mice would be too small. That would take too long.
How are you
So
digging?
my plan is that I can burrow, or I can have friends help me burrow, and we can go under. I've done this before. This is how do you think I get those lovely cakes? So I go under and we dig.
Did you just burrow under all of Alona while we've been living there for months? And you just have holes into every building?
Anyway, so we can go to the
You
barn.
sneaky.
And then for the players, just to let you guys know, I'm thinking I can either change into a giant badger and I can burrow
Yeah.
10 feet around, or I can
Yeah.
also summon 2 giant badgers to help me.
You can do
Oh.
both.
Yeah.
I like.
Yeah, let's just do that.
You know what?
Badger, mushroom.
Let's just do it. Fuck it.
You know
Wait.
what?
Go ahead.
We've done stupider things.
I
So I'm
have
thinking-
an idea. Oh,
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes.
I was just gonna say, so we can rip up the floor here, hide it, and then I can burrow from here, and we can go to the barn, and then from the barn we can first burrow a tunnel to almost under the tower, and then we come back, and then we thin them out at the barn, and then if we need to, we can use the tunnel to escape to the tower.
you nature vampires are so weird.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Ineffective. You can't.
But what if we made a trap in the middle of town?
Or we can use Kate as bait. Galen can go outside and
Hang back to my gun.
we can make a spike trap that I can season with holy water.
Wait, you have holy water?
I'm a cleric. I can make
They-
holy water.
They burned all of the holy water we had in town out of fear.
And just FYI, the
I
only
just
one,
need water.
Why
and I
didn't they?
can make
Why
it.
didn't they just dump it out?
Why not do both? Why not Miss Gray make the holy water? Fleet digs. We protect y'all.
and I'm the only one that's going to kill Kate, if anyone.
yes, of course. That's the original plan. We can always plan B, A.
I like
8.5.
this. Let's do this.
Do something.
One
Persevere.
thing you have to remember, Gray, is you need 25 GP worth of powdered silver per
Uh-huh.
flask.
Yeah.
So it's not a spell.
No, you need a spell
Oh.
and the powdered silver. That's a
Mm.
component to it.
Can I convert my gold into silver?
If you had a transmutation wizard at your disposal, you could.
Because I only have 10 silver.
And it's not powdered, I assume.
No, but you can take it to like anybody proficient in jewelers could do that. Yeah. So if you can make it, why don't we go to the old church and see if they have anything lying around that can help us with this? Can you burrow us to the church?
How far is that?
She takes the map and points. It's only like 300 feet away.
Oh yeah.
Toward the farm or toward
Have
the tower?
silver. If they have anything
Towards
silver
the tower.
Let's go.
If they have anything silver in the church I can use, we can certainly do that.
Sure, yeah. Okay. Wow,
And for
this
us,
is exhilarating.
Resistance.
whenever we
It is futile.
Okay, don't say that. Like,
Go ahead, Gray.
whenever I do fake my death, might I borrow your clothing and your mask, since I have already seen you?
You should
Well, then
probably do
why
it now,
would it-
just in case we get ambushed.
What am I supposed to wear?
Her clothing, of course. You just cross your clothing.
Fine. But I'm very particular about my things, and like
Yes, and I totally understand that.
and like we're not
I
like
mean-
the same build, and the
Oh, you'll look fine, brother.
plate.
Take your clothes off.
Hey now. Be
She's
nice. Give
how
him
tall?
dinner.
Okay, so Gray is 5'6" and 140. How big is Forrest?
5'9", 155 pounds, soaking wet.
Perfect.
So
perfect.
a little big.
And just a little short. Show some knee. Or ankle.
My
I forget.
my clothing like
Goes all the way
it's-
down.
It's
Yeah,
completely
so-
yeah.
So it'd show his ankles, because 3 inches.
I mean, you can keep your pants. I just would need like the upper stuff and the
Hey,
You
it's a
have pants on
crossover
under that?
episode.
yes.
Where? Just give me all of your stuff. I'll give you all of mine. Come on. Take
Galen,
that
Cade,
corner,
can you,
I'll take that corner.
while they're changing, can you help me? I need to open up the floor somewhere in here.
I can assist.
Galen will help too.
Wait, does this mean you're taking my armor?
Assist the best he can.
No, I mean we could have the same armor. I'm sure because they only opened up for your face, right? So I would just need from waist up, basically.
That's what.
Oh,
Jason.
from like shoulder up.
That's what Jason said.
Oh, that's what Kai says.
There you go. Put your
Fair enough.
mask
Fair
on,
enough.
you.
Yeah.
Sure.
Think-
Is there like a rug or some big like rug that we could move to? Make
There's
the
a
hole
mattress.
under-
Perfect.
Yeah,
You
we'll
shove it into the hole.
Move the bed, and then we can dig the hole under there, and then move the bed back.
Okay. So you badger up. Are you going dire badger? Giant badger. Giant badger.
Yeah, giant badger. Giant badger. 10.
About
burn
giant
speed is
dire
10
badger.
Are you
So?
summoning the other badgers to help you?
Not Not
Let's
It'll be a
just-
hell of a lot faster.
And where's
yeah,
all this?
actually, you know what? Just in case we run into something there, also, so there's going to be 3 of us. I'll
And-
dig out a little bit first to make some room.
Yeah, good call. Because everybody would.
And- And where does this dirt go, by the way?
They eat it.
Ooh.
So you all look. What is the noise that badgers make? That is the question I have. All right.
Badger.
Badger.
Mushroom. Thanks. I hate it. Post it in Wednesday if you have it, so I can listen.
Oh, it's like a here. Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Because I'm sorry, this is far too important for me not to know.
Wait, that's Saturday. Wednesday.
I need a gaggle of badgers.
They kind of laugh. It's freaky.
So all of you here just.
Is that a dolphin?
That's what it fucking sounds like. In my mind.
Yeah, it's kind of what it sounded like. They're like devilish.
Ooh, they're chur. Wait till you get to 25 seconds.
No, I
into-
already
Oh my
stopped
God.
it. But anyways,
It's
you all
deeper.
have to listen. You all have to listen to that as they start digging.
Gray will. Is there like a space where
Ooh.
she can kind of be by herself to change?
If you want to turn into a corner.
Mhm.
Minor illusion. I put up a wall there blocking.
Oh, thank you, Forrest.
Yeah.
46
I
seconds
just
in
hand-
is the
I
growl.
just put my stuff.
Yeah, it's just
I
like,
put my stuff through the wall.
thank you, and then there's an exchange.
Thank you.
Wow. Wizards would be such good, like, shopping partners. Let me try it on. Wall over you, sticks it out, pulls it in. Just.
Did it fit? I don't know. I'm not really liking this. Minor illusion, so you can see your own reflection.
Yep, exactly. Let me try on this dress. Eh. But anywho. After digging for 20 minutes, I think, between the 3 of you, you successfully craft a tunnel that is small enough that you don't have to worry about the structural integrity of the road if anybody walks over it. And big enough that all of you can crawl through it. Flea, you can, like, squat through it if you weren't a badger.
Yep.
But yeah. You do that, you come on back, and you just hear all of them.
I scrape on the ground. I tap on the ground, letting Forrest know that the tunnel's complete in our own little code language.
And the
Cool.
2 badgers look at all of you and salute.
They're staying. I'm not dismissing them yet. I got them for an hour.
Continue more tunnels, Flea.
And while they go that way, good idea. While they go that way, we're gonna start, at least start the tunnel going toward the barn from here. So there's one tunnel, so they can go down, and you can go
Mhm.
one way to go to the church, or you can go down and go the other way to the barn.
Are you
So while
working
they
on
go
the
to-
barn one, or are they?
We both are.
Okay.
Both. There's 3 of us.
Yeah.
So the 3 of us are going to work on the barn one while they go to the rest of the team, non-badgers, the non-elite, go to the church.
God, we could collapse the city and just say both things happened. We could just dig under the city for days and just say both things happened.
You're not wrong, but you're so wrong, dude. You're not incorrect.
to-
You're just wrong.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That was to Bibble, not you.
Oh, what? Oh, Jesus, yeah. They're gonna have to pick like
Yeah,
which feral is gonna be the.
What's gonna be the unfortunate bastard going to the tunnels?
Yeah, they're gonna give one of the ferals just a dagger and a flame cantrip and say, "Go get them."
The shortest feral.
God damn it. It's always the halflings, man.
Yeah, the halfling ferals are gonna get sent in first.
Oh god, I have tears.
Yo,
in
don't
my
joke
eyes.
about that. They could climb through small spaces.
Funny. If only it was the older editions of D&D when it was volume based and you could throw a fireball based off of volume.
Oh yeah.
If only. So anyways, the three of them are going to continue their tunnel in the other direction, chipping as they go through the entire process. Flea, the two, since you can communicate with animals, as an animal especially, the two of them look over at you and just go, "Hey, so are we collapsing the city too?"
Not this time. Next time.
All right. You want us to work on
all
the
right.
perimeter again?
Yep. So we need to go down, and we're trying to get to the barn.
Yeah.
So, all right, Smackaroni, cheese, let's do this.
For that matter,
Right.
we could dig a sinkhole in the tower. Dig a sinkhole in the...
The next BBEG against a different group is going to be a group of 3 dire badgers. Just dig out an entire tunnel and collapse everything.
Yeah, under
All
the
these
tower.
cities keep collapsing.
So Smackaroni and cheese and I are gonna keep digging.
Alrighty.
I can't.
I'm trying to do math right now, and I think the 3 of you can successfully get over towards the You can successfully get over towards the farm before your spell and ability. Well, before your spell is up. I just need a survival check from you, Flea, and you have the map if you want to be the one using that.
Yeah, I'll use it, and then does the map give me advantage?
you a-
or-
No, it just it makes the DC a little lower.
Okay, so I'll use the map and my game advantage.
Go for it.
14.
14. You're gonna have to pop up in town 3 times in total, just to be able to make sure that you are heading on the right path. Because you kind of like, when you're underground, your sense of direction is not perfect, you know?
Yep.
Though physically you are Badger, mentally you are not. So you now have, you know what? Roll me 3 percentile dice, just out of curiosity. Let's figure out where in
See
town
where
it
they
pops
show
up.
Oh yeah, be some cool places.
My heart.
Okay.
Tell me
So let's
what it
do
is
the
with tower.
53 first. 53
Alright.
first. 53, it's kind of off the side of one of the roads, right beside one of the houses. Not exactly close to the tower, but more like going the long way around it in order to get over towards where you were heading. 24, you burrow your way up through somebody's back garden. And like you collapse the plant into your hand, and you kind of have to like put it back up there and make sure it's okay. But you pick up where you're going. 9,
Damn moles.
yeah, gophers, man, gophers. What was that? No. But and then for the 9, you rolled on a D100, which is the equivalent of rolling worse than a natural 1. You burrow up. Roll me a D2.
Count.
And you break into somebody's bathroom. As you look around, the door is open, and you hear in the other room, people seem to be playing a card game. You grab the rug and just pull it over top of your head. You've done this before, Flea. You're
Obviously.
yeah. But there might be an accident if somebody steps on that rug.
Gotcha.
Ah!
It's a far fall.
It's a
Awesome.
funny fall. It's a funny fall.
Oh god.
It's like the rug that's 2,000 feet up somewhere.
Oh, I'm waiting. There's a game right near it right now. I'm waiting.
Ooh.
Yeah. When that happens, I'll be sure to like tell Ogun to, oh, YouTube doesn't clip. We'll timestamp it.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Please, because I need to know.
Oh yeah, it'll be fucking hilarious. I hope they don't have Featherfall.
Well, they have to cast it at the right time anyway.
Well, yeah, but you know, I give them the reaction if it's happening. It's if they don't have it. Ah! But anyways. Sorry, one of my beard hairs is on my keyboard, and I don't like that. Anyways. By the time you make it over to the farm, Flea, your two companions are gone, but you manage to burrow your way upwards inside of the barn itself. And you kind of, like, end up moving a haystack on top of it.
Okay.
And you look around, and this appears to be a very nice stable for cows. Typically, in your experience, this is where people bring their cows. And there's a mechanism over there that is a torturing device for goats. Of course, your two goats back at home told you all about them, where they would trap them by the neck inside of this awful contraption and then pull on them in all of these weird manners in order to get their milk out of them.
Or tick
Devious
talk.
devices.
Aren't they male?
No, one of them was a female. It was the prized goat.
Female.
Yeah.
One was female.
So that's funny though.
And who knows? Maybe in this universe, males can be milked too. Let's make it fair, you know? Like,
I have nipples, Gray. Can you milk me?
no. And we might want to work on that whole phrasing thing again, okay?
Yeah.
Like, that's, yeah, it's just...
It's from
Comment about horses I want to make.
movie.
What movie was... Wait, was that The Office?
No, that was from Meet the Parents, and he's talking about milking a
The
cat.
cat. The
Oh,
cat. And he's
yeah.
milking a cat.
And he said, you can milk anything with nipples. And he said, I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
I have not seen any Ben Affleck movies in such a long time.
So I wasn't just saying that like out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was good.
I knew I had heard it somewhere.
Yeah,
And I picked Greg because it was close to Greg. Okay,
Because
I'm
it's,
done.
yeah.
that's fair.
'cause-
Yeah,
done.
yeah, there
I'm
we go.
done.
There we go.
I'm not explaining my jokes.
I got it.
What? Mine
So-
is 2 charisma. It matches you, so... I'm sorry.
All right, I'll let them do what they're doing at the church.
All right, so y'all are gonna go through the tunnel, crawl through into the church?
Yep.
Okay. Flea managed to burrow up underneath the altar at the church. And as you all pop up inside of this location, you see the dried remains of the clergy that was here. They look bone dry. There's no sight of life inside of them, as if they were sucked dry, lying around the area.
Going to use an Eyes of the Grave.
Bing! They do not appear to be undead. They appear to be dead.
When you say life sucked from them, like, do you just mean the, like, blood, or like literally like the essence of their life gone?
Like they were at
Blood.
a party that was, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't sure if it was like they're almost like
Crispy.
mummified and like they're almost like taking more than just blood out of them.
Yeah, it was their blood. They're...
Okay, all right.
They
I
were
just
at an
wanted-
insurance seminar.
Have you seen The Mummy?
Yeah, I was thinking like the mummy. Yeah.
All right. But yeah,
He needs
you all
more from you.
crawl up in here, and you look around, and this appears to be a church, funnily enough, to the Queen of Ravens. Sorry, funny's not the right word. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think?
He's not gonna be happy about that.
Pistol wins again.
He is really not gonna be happy about that.
Gray, however.
That bitch.
Us.
She thinks she
Okay.
runs death.
So we need silver, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Rasha, where's all the
Roll
good silver?
Investigations. Let's find out what you can find inside of this location.
Can I give myself guidance?
You absolutely can.
Cool.
Everybody
Nice.
roll. Everybody roll.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey,
I'm too busy gloating.
27.
Gray. Gray first. Wait, we're missing somebody. Galen?
Is Rasha gonna investigate?
No, she's not leaving. That would put her life in danger.
I will tie a rope from her to Galen and force her. No.
I am not going to betray you. You're my way out. I'm not stupid.
Deal.
Like, yeah. The only reason she's not going to betray you, mind you, is you're her way out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
But anyways, Gray, you, because you get to be a little smug, go over to the bodies and go, they usually have jewelry, and start pulling off rings and stuff and holy symbols, and oh yeah, not a single fuck given.
I will need
Ooh,
that loot
nice
amount here.
beads. I'll get to it.
Okay.
Cade, you watch all of that and you go, wow, that is just so incredibly disrespectful to the dead. And then you go over to the large symbol of the Raven Queen that is a crest on the ceiling. Yeah, you could take that down. it has a lot of silver in it. And you start trying to like maneuver and take that down. Forrest, however, you're an experienced individual at specific aspects of life. You go over to, God, what are those things called?
Like
The tithing?
The tithing.
All the holy relics and tithings and stuff.
Well, the place where people like, donate and go namaste and then keep going and shit. I don't know. I haven't been inside of a church in like a decade.
Well, they usually put that in this like big golden thing as well with like other reliquary things.
However, this is a church to the Raven Queen. Gold is not her color. Silver is. Silver and black. So you pick up the large bowl that has a whole trinkling, only a couple of gold pieces, mostly copper, but a lot of silver as well. And you pick up the whole thing. You pick it up and you go over to the back office and you look at the door and open it up and you go inside to the personal head priests or priestesses chambers, whichever it was. And as you walk in there, you look around. You're familiar. Usually these types of folk keep a little bit for themselves, and you go over to their chest, which is unlocked because who would steal from the Queen of Ravens, honestly? Kick that bitch up. And you pull out a silvered short sword. Ooh. That seems to be in here. You pull out 3 silvered chains. And you find a personal savings of the individual, which has 12 gold, 32 silver, and 26 copper. Now, Cade, based off of your estimates of looking at this large thing, if you were to scrap down for just the silver, it's probably worth a good 150 silver. Which translates to, 15 gold. Which isn't bad.
Just like, it shall be used to slay undead.
Yep.
So,
Gray, amongst the jewelry, you find 2 gold rings worth 10 GP each. You find a silver circlet valued at 100 silver. And you find an itsy-bitsy tiny little emerald. Looks to be about 10 gold. Oh,
well,
sorry. It's 100 gold. I apologize. It's 100 gold. But it is silver, so it's pure silver valued at 100 gold. I apologize. That's on me. I said it wrong.
Okay.
And inside of the offerings, the bowl itself, you think is worth probably 100 gold. And you have another, I don't know, roll me 2d12s.
Okay.
That's not how you do that.
Yes.
Okay, 130 pieces of silver.
Okay.
And you forgot the bowl. That was worth 100 gold.
Yeah, he put that 100 GP, but in silver. That's what he put.
Oh, the silver circlet in the bowl is the same. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Put another 100 GP for a bowl, silver.
I'm just gonna do 230 gold pieces worth of silver, or is that gonna matter? In case you have to break it down. All right.
But yeah, after about an hour in here, Flea, you're done in the barn. Are you coming back or?
Yeah, I'll come back if they haven't shown up.
Yeah.
I'll start heading
You
back.
pop up, not as a gopher, but gopher style, and you see all of them are desecrating the church.
Man, this guy
Gray
really
has a
took
couple
lot
of
off-
rings.
This guy really took a lot off the top in here.
That's the Raven Queen worshippers for you, trying to take it all with them.
I'm just gonna leave his personal funds. I don't really need that. But I'm gonna like dump out the silver and then just drop in the personal funds into the Raven Queen's thing, where the bull was, and just kind of put that there. That's from him, and just walk off.
I pay taxes to myself.
Sorry, we gotta take this.
But yeah. So you calculated up how much silver in total you found?
I don't know about the short sword and the silver chains, but we can always use that for other stuff.
Right, you don't.
Man.
I'm pretty sure you don't want to do the short sword.
No, or the silver chains, because we can
Yep.
always use that to tie somebody down.
The chains are worth 30 GP each.
Nah, we'll use that. We can use that to like.
Okay.
That's my idea for.
Yeah,
what I'll
and the
put.
short sword is 100 GP worth of silver.
Okay.
Yeah.
330 gold pieces worth of silver.
Yep. And I assume you're taking this from the church and heading back to your clubhouse or the barn.
Should probably do it at the. Well, I can't talk.
Honestly, we could just do it here.
Okay. And your math is
grinding-
wrong. You need to add another 150 onto that.
Grinding metal can be loud.
480 gold pieces.
What were you saying, Gray?
Said that grinding metal can be loud. We should do this at the barn.
You also could dig underground and do it. Make a little room underground. Dig out.
I don't want to get high. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. We gotta boil it down, and then smelling all that. I'm not in the right headspace to do that right now. I really appreciate
Bad
it,
high.
but
Bad high.
it'd probably be a bad high. We already got vampires and flying monsters around. I don't need to do that and like pop my head out for air and start freaking out.
I've seen a bad high of his. Let's do this in the barn.
Yeah, please.
All right. So you all begin taking your things with you to the barn. Are any of you going to go retrieve Rosha? Or Rosha? Rasha?
I thought she was
Rasho.
at the.
She's
She
at the
stayed at the
house.
home.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not
Not the
then I'll
barn.
go
She didn't
retrieve her.
Yeah, I want to
Okay.
get her. She's coming.
You pop up in there, and she seems to be looting through the personal possessions of Dusta.
Dusta.
Find what you needed.
Yeah, and apparently she was hoarding out on a little bit of extra food.
Bitch. Let's get going.
It's not right to talk ill about the dead, right?
No, she was talking to you.
No.
Like, bitch, let's just going. It's like a very like.
No, Forrest. I can talk about the dead however I want. because that's my job.
Oh, I am sorry. I didn't understand. Okay, fine. You know what? You guys are getting me out of here. I'm not going to argue with you. Let's
She
just
did
go.
try to have you eaten.
I when in Rome, right?
You
Where's
probably
Rome?
would have done it to her if you had to.
Absolutely. If it was her life or mine, I choose mine. I'm
Well, that's
happy to help
fair.
other people, but me.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. Are you saying you wouldn't sacrifice your brother's life to stay alive?
Okay, maybe not his. Probably not his. But
Are you sure? Have you ever been introduced with that situation?
yeah, we're not. Yeah, it's a long story. We're not getting into that now. Come on.
Okay. You all climb through the tunnel and make your way on over to her barn. As you all get in there, it is a fairly large and nice looking barn that you all enter into. There's a lot of hay stacks all around. There's a lot of butchering equipment that you notice, Gray. As well as a workshop table of sorts. All right. So now we have to turn it all into dust. All right, what magic does that?
Hard work.
Muscle magic.
Right. Do we have the proper... Do any of you know what you're doing?
Yes,
Okay, good. You have jeweler supplies?
I do.
Awesome. So you're all looking at Forrest for help. Everybody else can do... help. Roll a stealth check, please, Flea. Good enough. And yet again, Flea is nowhere to be seen anywhere. Anyways, so who is going to be helping Forrest to turn all of this silver into powder? Because keep in mind, you have to boil it, molten it, and then destroy it into little powder flakes as it is solidifying.
I'll
Hey.
help.
Oh, wait,
Hey.
Galen, you're proficient in blacksmith's tools, aren't you?
Yep.
Okay, Galen will.
Wonderful. Yeah, Forrest, you have advantage on this check. It is... What would I consider this? Intelligence? Well, no, not really.
Intelligence-based?
I mean, knowing the proper timings, when to take
I
it
mean, I
out, do
could-
all of that jazz. Galen's your muscles, so...
Yeah, he's my like. Hold it there. Okay.
Yeah.
Easy.
So yeah, I'll go with intelligence for it and add advantage.
I'm the Stark. He's my robot that like helps me put things where it needs to go.
Wow, that is so demeaning to him.
They're very capable at holding things still and everything else. 26.
You all are going to have one day. That's what Forrest needs, one day. Now, during the process, Gray, you can utilize what spells you do have as he is making as much as he can. He has a standard jeweler's kit. He doesn't have an actual furnace with him. So I would say throughout that 8-hour period, you could probably make 3 or 4
Okay.
and then do the rest, each of which take you an hour. Because you have to remember, he starts, and then you have to then do your part. So everyone
Right.
else, you have a full 8 hours. Flea and Cade, are you doing anything?
I'm just keeping watch, basically. Please keep watch, make sure nothing comes. If anything notices noise, I could tell the guys.
Okay. And Flea, just doing what you're already doing?
Yeah, maybe in different spots.
Okay. I would like
I
a
will,
perception check. Cade.
I will also create food and water for the group.
Wonderful. you all have perfectly edible food and water. Now, so go ahead and remove 3 first level spell slots, Gray, or 4. I said 4 or 3.
3 or 4.
Let's go with 3. And that is throughout the day, you have successfully crafted 3 flasks of holy water. Now, you can get flasks in any shape or utility and just fill it up with water, and that is what you're working with, sprinkling the silver dust and giving a ritual to your deity. Just speaking to them and reminding them, hey, these people are supposed to be in the ground. Let's send them back. And yeah.
You hungry?
Oh, God. Can I just say, I love this deity in particular. He's just simple.
Mm-hmm.
Raven Queen without the responsibility. You know? Like,
Apopestile.
yeah. At the end of the 8 hours of work, however, Forrest, you and Galen are both fairly tired right now. You're probably going to have to go to sleep immediately. But you have successfully converted 380 GP worth of silver into dust. It is enough to fill a small keg.
That was fun.
That was great. Oh, God. Thanks for the help. I appreciate it.
Anytime. That was a lot of hard work.
You, what? Who's there? Oh, God, the fumes got to be really bad in the barn. Oh, God.
Would you say you would have been on the banisters up top? You can
Probably.
fit. Okay. Just slowly come down.
Oh, Jesus.
Easy, Forrest.
Flea, do you know what a silver high is like? Chemicals.
I'm sure you'll show me, or I don't know, maybe you've had one before? Oh, when you were experimenting with the spell, the fire spell.
And other
So.
things, but yeah.
And the
It is
guano.
now Cade during the time. Oh, he BRB'd. There was only one feral that got close to this location, and it seemed to more be tracking after a couple of rats running around in the street before eating them. They're hungry. They gotta eat something. But anyways, though the 3 of you are fairly fucking tired, well, actually 4 of you are fairly fucking tired, at least Flea is perfectly rejuvenated, so all of you can long rest if you want to attempt.
How far away is the tower again from the house?
About
1 mile. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God, do you think they'll pick it up if I do my bubble thing?
Oh, yeah, she did. They might, although we could build a igloo type thing out of hay and try to do the bubble in there. It would just be a matter if they can detect the magic.
Fuck it, I'll just sleep in the hay tonight. I just lay on a pile of hay.
That's so nice.
Herp.
Sorry, that's from
Serious.
Friday late. Hay is the horse. Hey,
Eh.
name's Hay. He's a gray horse. Likes to bite children that are dicks, though.
Galen, do you want to make a little, use the hay and make a little place for everyone to sleep, and you can build a little, house fort thing?
Sure. And Galen.
We can just
Yeah.
move the hay, bales of hay around like building blocks.
A hay fort. Like a pillow fort,
Mhm.
but scratchier.
Itchier, and if it falls, it'll crush me to death.
But anyways, you all do this, and she kind of like scratches her head. So like, I have guests' rooms.
Oh, yes, that's where you and I and Gray will sleep. I figured Cade and Galen can spend time out here since Galen did all the work on building it.
Sure. Come on inside. And she walks the two of you into her home that has 4 spare beds inside of it, coincidentally. 2 of which are very nice. The other 2 are kind of small, but I mean, Flea. But yeah. Make yourselves at home. If you need extra blankets, they're in the closet. If you need extra pillows, well, those are the only feather pillows we have.
I'll be right back, and I'm gonna go where Forrest is, and I'll tap him. And there's beds inside, or do you want to? You sure you're good here?
Mm-hmm.
You're fine. Okay. I'll see you in the morning. Then I'll go back.
It's better than what Longy builds.
He's gonna leave a tack randomly underneath your mattress, and you'll never find it.
Poking me in the back this entire time. What is this?
Single pack. Welcome back, Cade. You guys made all the shit, and you only saw 1 feral, and now you're all going to sleeps, except Flea, who's going to stay up to watch over you guys. Because you already slept a full long rest while they were working.
It was nice.
So go ahead, Flea. Roll your perception check, you asshole.
All right.
So far, I wonder.
Perception. Come on, baby. Yeah. Oops.
9.
Turn it off, but yeah.
9.
9.
You end up just like staring at the water and like trying to see the silvery specks in it. You can't. You can't see the silvery specks.
No, they put silver in here.
So that was 4 from that day. So that's 100 GP down. You're down to 280 GP worth of silver or powdered silver. There we go. Now, the next day... Oh, wait a second. Sorry, percentile die. Let's figure out if something happens during the night.
Should we roll or
Dun, dun,
you roll?
dun.
Oh, I like to roll dice once in a while too, guys.
So we converted all the silver.
Yes, you did.
Most of it.
Yeah, I think we lost
380? That's...
Everything
not
but the
having-
sword and the 3 necklaces.
Right.
Oh, the chain. I thought they were actually like.
No, they're chains. They are chains.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like,
Yeah.
So
that's why.
Well,
Everything
I
but the
mean,
sword and the
they're
chains.
ornate chains. They look like they're meant to be for displays and shit. But I mean,
I can still slap it around some wrists and see what.
vampires won't like it.
No.
You'll stay right there. Improvised weapon, silver chain. Now that just sounds badass. So okay. Anyways, morning rolls around, and all of you wake up. Gray, you were the first one to walk out of the hallway where you see Flea is still looking in the bottle of water.
Flea, did you actually look out the window?
yeah, I did. The window's there. I heard you get up, and so I just wanted to recheck the water because I didn't see any of the silver in it last night.
That's because it's converted into magic for the water.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, nothing happened. No close calls. No one flew by. We're good.
Okay,
Galen.
I'm gonna go check the. I'm immediately
Rasha's
going
dead
to
outside.
check- Yeah.
She's just
Up
on
in a-
display
up in
like a scarecrow.
tree. Yeah,
Yes.
up in a tree on display for us.
But anyways, Galen, you wake up a little bit first, and you look over at Forrest, who appears to be chewing on the hay as if it is spaghetti.
Forrest, are you alright?
Mm-hmm.
Forrest, you had a great dream about some homemade spaghetti.
Enjoying that hay you're eating?
Huh? I was brushing my teeth. It's good to use like a hard stick-like substance to pick away the plaque in the morning.
Yeah. Okay.
Gray, when you get outside, the sky is light gray now.
It's like the morning.
Yes, just like you.
She like, I'm still a little darker.
You have 4 more hours before your auto roll is gone.
Does anyone care if I use the short sword in place of my rapier?
That could be useful.
As long as you hit something with it.
When have I missed?
Don't
We-
call your shots right now, please.
Could have Cade stab Galen with the silver sword and use that as bait.
How about not?
It was an idea.
It's a mark improvement. He isn't offering me up as bait anymore.
Not sure that's an improvement, but
It's to my well-being, but still not the best. I didn't say it was a good idea. I said it was more better than before.
Is Rasha still around here?
She's inside of her house.
Okay. Are we going back in her house, or are we just staying out here in the barn?
Let's go inside.
There's
Oh,
couches.
Go back inside? Okay, we can, I guess. I
Flea, come
spent
here.
8 hours in there.
Flea, come here.
Yeah. And I'll go over to Forest.
I want you to put a little bit of silver inside of Rasha's drink.
Hmm.
I don't trust her.
Good idea, brother.
Your task, if you so choose.
Got it.
Not the big chunks, like the small, the very fine powder.
Yeah, of
Get
course.
Get
You
the
know,
finer powder.
don't want her to choke on a quarter or a coin.
What are quarters?
So, Forrest, you reach into the pile. Give me an intelligence check. Flea.
Oh, wait, I thought I...
Well, he's the one who's going to be poisoner.
You can have... I'm not giving her a poison amount of silver, just a small, fair amount.
17.
How much silver can someone consume? I feel like I would know this.
Oh, I'm looking it up right now.
I
17.
feel
Yeah,
like-
you take up a small pinch. Small pinch.
I feel like Forrest would know how much silver would kill someone if consuming it based off of his past history of consuming things he shouldn't. I feel like.
Small off topic, but back when I used to have my clinic, I actually treated a guy that was blue from colloidal silver poisoning.
Abadi Abadai.
Yeah, he was one of those that thought, oh, little's good for me, so more must be better. And just kept taking it and taking it and taking it, and he turned blue. Literally.
Abadai. Anyways, Forrest, you watch, and he takes the tiniest little pinch of it, and you all walk back inside where you see she's kind of like sitting at the table, just like looking down inside of her cup of something steaming. Oh, hey. Hi. Tea?
Please.
It's on the stove.
Perfect. I'll help everyone make it.
Flea, sleight of hand, please.
Yep.
Keep in mind about your gloves!
Yep. First. Oh, come on.
I was afraid. I was petrified.
Mm-hmm. Great. That deserves a bonus.
Thank you, thank you. Very well.
All right, so I help make the tea. I'm gonna give Gray and Galen theirs first,
Very well.
and then I will bring Forrest and Cade theirs. They're not one person. And then I will bring Rasha her touch-up cup, a new
All right.
cup.
Gray sees perfectly. You want to
Perfect.
message her what she sees?
Yep.
There you go. So only the one. You don't see the other one. The other one, he rolled a 30.
Jesus.
So anyways, you all have a steaming hot cup of ginger root tea. You're all drinking?
Mhm.
At the table?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'll hand out. I'll offer
what
up
good
good
tea.
berries.
Yep.
Would anyone like a
Oh.
berry?
Perfect.
have-
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. And she takes another good berry. Oh,
Are you
that's
okay?
good. I got something tickled in the back of my throat.
Oh, really?
I'm fine though.
Oh, you took a drink. Maybe it was. Did you like choke on something in the drink?
Maybe a little bit of herb.
Mm.
It is ginger. It is spicy.
Yeah.
It wasn't that spicy. It's just, I don't know. Did you? Why is there silver in my cup?
I don't know. I use the cups that.
Really?
Although we did.
It's strange that you're coughing after drinking some silver.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Does-
Have you ever inhaled metal before?
He has. He's still dirty from last night, and I point out all the silver dust on him and Galen.
True.
Ah,
You're
that is so
obviously not a
nasty.
blacksmith.
Maybe it fell off of us after we worked. I'm sorry that we're trying to help you.
Roll a deception check. Galen, I need you to give me a con save.
A con. Okay.
Yep. Wow, she actually has the roll against you.
I might as well use my advantage. I'm never going to use it.
Sure.
Constitution saving throw.
Right.
Oh.
You get a little tickle in the back of your throat, too, as you take your first sip. I'm sorry. I'm just a little on edge from everything happening. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. You look a little peaked. Are you feeling okay?
Well, in all honesty, I haven't slept very well in like 3 weeks. The first week, the trauma was great for helping me sleep. But now I've become kind of like almost numb to it. So I'm at that state where only when I'm alone with my own thoughts do I think about all of the horrible things that have happened and revisit all of those memories and wonder what I could do differently in order to save the people that I love and care about that were closest to me. And now all of them are gone.
Hey, Grace. What if you use that one thing we were talking about as like a test? Maybe it'll help her out.
Yes, to help her sleep. And Galen, how are you feeling? Are you feeling
She'd
like
sleep like the dead for an hour.
I'm feeling fine.
I already know it works. Thank you.
Just say to give her some rest.
Here, die for an hour.
The best
God, I
rest-
wish. I fucking wish. Oh,
Do it.
God, that would make my life so much better. Midday. Bye.
You know how they say you can sleep when you're dead?
Yeah. All right, that was a good one.
so? Other than what they said, Galen and Rasha seem decent. Seem fine.
Yeah. I mean, like, she tosses out the tea, and grabs a different cup and gets different tea.
But she looks about the same as Galen does, as far as like any.
Roll me an insight check.
Oops, I'll turn
Excuse me.
back to public. 18.
18. You know what? Her canines are a little longer than a
I
lot of
knew
people
it.
you know, but not obnoxiously long. Just like somebody who has slightly different teeth than other people in their surrounding area.
Where she files them down and tries to stay closer,
Mhm.
but can only file them down so much.
So
I will put this to rest. I'm gonna do Eyes of the Dead. Bing! Or whatever,
There
Eyes of
are-
the Grave, or whatever it is.
There are no undead near you. Oh, sorry.
She's
There's
not-
one undead near you.
Oh,
Underground.
fuck!
There's one in the tunnel, guys.
What? No. No, no, no. And she runs into her room and you hear her like throwing things up against the fucking door and just...
And Gray goes out the door.
All right. And this is where we're coming back next session, everybody, where we finally get to kick some vampire ass. So, players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. I hope you all had a fantastic time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you all next time. Goodbye.